I'm Bob Reinhardt, and I'm a photographer artist who's also an educator. I currently teach at Germantown Friends School in Philadelphia in the United States. Come to be here because I attended a faculty exchange with St. George's School for Girls here. We've had this relationship for about 40 years. Each year I would come over. Each summer I would come over. I would stay with different colleagues, and the second summer I was here, I actually stumbled upon Warriston Cemetery. This is Warriston Cemetery, and it's a bit overgrown, and so as an artist, as a photographer, I thought this would be a good site to wander around, look at some of the images. I did go in, I found some amazing, strong visual images that I photographed, went back to the States, processed, and I thought, I've got something substantial here. I think I want to work with this for a while. So each summer I'd come back, I would do more photographs, and I expanded from Warriston to Dean Cemetery to the Grange. I think I must have covered about 18 or so different cemeteries in Edinburgh. Even though a number of these photographs have historical importance, this started off as me as a photographer taking artistic images, visual images that I thought were exciting. And this is one of the first series at Warriston Cemetery. It was during February. And when I look at these sites and I look at the images, in my mind I'm sort of cropping. Looking at something, when I look at this, I think positive, negative space. I'm framing it with the silhouette of these in through here. The focal point goes directly in through here. But when you really start looking at it, they are monuments of people who've been buried there. And over the years, what I've done is I've gone back and I've done research so that now I have a stronger connection to the pieces because I know who's buried there. This piece here is also in Warriston Cemetery. It's the grave of a child, Annie Spence. And it's actually quite small. I think it's only about that large. And as you can see, the right wing's been broken off. But what I saw and what I composed was the act of that prayer. And I'm looking at the surface, the light, the texture of this. And that's what drew me to it. I remember the first time I photographed, I didn't remember who was buried there. The next year I went back, I started doing the research. So they have more meaning for me. This piece here, Dr. Byrne, who is in the Graydon Cemetery, this has always been one of my favorite because I think it's a beautifully carved portrait of Dr. Byrne that was put together by his friends and family after he passed away. The patina on it, the surface of the bronze, has been so weathered that it just gives this sort of surreal, sort of exciting visual kind of image for me. And he's got such a beautifully sort of sculpted face, very sculptural in terms of just, you know, the shadows, the darks, whatever. I've photographed him over 200 or 300 times. For the images, I continue to do books for the Royal Commission. I will continue to document cemeteries in Scotland. Of course, I've begun in the United States to do that, and I'll be having an exhibit in February of my images of the historic cemeteries in Philadelphia.
Thank you.